First off, you have to cheers. We survived our White Claw shortage here in New York. Cheers. Okay. That's a weird set of mic checks we just did. Hashtag not Nat. What is up, guys? Alex and Greb here.
From All Nerds, welcome.
Hello, everybody. Today we're going to be talking about the silent killer, mobile gamers. Okay, now, mobile gamers are the quote-unquote scourge of the gaming universe. They are basically ISIS for gamers. The only difference between mobile gamers and ISIS is what, Greg? ISIS exists. Hardcore mobile gamers that do nothing but play mobile games and quote unquote brag about it and consider themselves real gamers. I don't think that's real. I think there's that's
definitely not real.
It's so small of a population. They're like the lost colony of Roanoke. They're just somewhere. I don't know what happened. I don't think they exist. It's just,
I'll be totally honest. I have people that I live with in my house that all they play is these, I guess, slot games, or like I know someone that plays a first-person shooter on their mobile phone, but they do it as a kind of like a time killer kind of thing when they're bored.
Yeah. Do you think that they're gamers? By definition.
By definition, they play games. Yes.
Yeah. Do you think they care about the semantics of whether or not they're gamers?
No.
So then why do we care?
They don't go out and boast on Snapchat
so then why does it matter?
I don't go boasting on Twitter saying, "Oh, I just played a real game. I'm better than you."
Yeah, we just wanted to do a quick discussion, not like a real podcast thing, where we just talk about like how the elitism of PC gamers and even console gamers, like recently, and it's only gonna get worse now that consoles are gonna be as strong as PCs soon with the next generation coming up. I don't understand. I don't get it. And this all started one night when I was on iFunny, a very great app that I love, and a meme popped up, and I had just had a reaction. I get that the mobile gamers are the Squidward. Now, I myself, I consider myself an very early on SpongeBob auteur. I loved me some old classic SpongeBob. Now, from what I remember, Squidward was the grumpy Gus that was always pretty angry about everything and want to be left alone. And as we've seen with other memes, we're all basically slowly becoming Squidward, where we just go into ourselves and don't really want to deal with anyone's BS. In that same meme, you see him looking out the window, making his death stare at SpongeBob and Patrick, having fun. And that is to imply saying that the mobile gamers are all salty because they're not on the tweet. And it's like, that's how I interpret it. They think that the mobile gamers,
it's saying
that
basically
they're mad that they're not involved.
They're basically saying that they're a different breed of gamer, or they don't exist, or that they're not part of them.
Yeah, which again, it's kind of implying that they're mad that they're not involved with the other games. When technically speaking, the X keyboard, the letter X, could also apply to mobile phones because they have keyboards. Just want to we're not still rocking Nokias, unfortunately. Is Squidward a mobile gamer in this meme? No. Squidward's always so angry about everything, right?
Yeah.
So then in reality, the mobile gamers would be SpongeBob and Patrick, who run around enjoying life, while Squidward, real gamers, are really pissed off about just about everything that happens. If there is a game announced with a woman, people get mad. I'm just saying, like, that's just how it is. People say that women are taking over this because of this evidence and this evidence and this evidence and this evidence. And I can guarantee you right now, even if there were a large group of people that consider themselves mobile gamers, they wouldn't give a fuck about the semantics that real gamers. So to me, whoever made this meme, I don't know who they were or what they were trying to get across, but to me, I just wanted to clarify with this meme specifically is that the gamers are the Squidward and the mobile gamers are SpongeBob and Patrick enjoying and having fun with their crushing their candies and their jewels and their slot machines. Me personally, I like a good match 3 game. I play Gardenscapes, not an ad. Sponsor us, because I will say Gardenscapes is the best mobile game that has ever or ever will have ever existed. I love it so much.
Now, getting into mobile gamers themselves, they're really not all that different, to be honest. When you look at the game PUBG, okay, there is a free mobile version of PUBG. There's also a PC version of PUBG. What is the real difference? You're putting your finger to a screen.
Yeah.
And you're just interacting. Obviously, you can buy a Bluetooth controller or to connect to it, or you can just take your phone and play like that. You're competing the same. You're interacting exactly the same. You're competing exactly the same. There's voice chat in the game. What is the difference?
Skirt! All the commenters, before you get into the comment section, I actually have PUBG. When I got the Note 9, I wanted to try out an actual real full game. I played it. Yes, it takes a little bit less skill because there are more bots. It's not pure people.
Right.
the first time around. I know that because my first time ever playing, I got a winner chicken dinner, posted on Instagram, and the guy that kept telling me to kill myself made sure to take away that victory from me by saying that there are bots there. And I did not know that, and I Googled it. I said, oh shit, I left it up. I don't really care. But it's different challenges because it was annoying with the aiming. And this is only assuming that people are considering it by skill levels.
Correct.
If they are saying that they're not real gamers because it takes less skill to win a game on a phone, if it's the same thing, I don't know. Personally, I think it's a different kind of skill. Because the pixels are, I mean, a head could look like a fucking leaf. You could blend in a lot easier with a bush in a mobile game because of the pixels. There's like 30 pixels per person, so it's just kind of
depending on the resolution of the screen. Yes.
Yeah, it just kind of like there's with a Note 9 at the time was the new hotness, and it was it was the gaming phone, and I still couldn't see dick. That's assuming that people are making this claim mobile gamers aren't real gamers because of the skill level.
But then at that point, if that's the case, then are we considering people that play the Telltale games not gamers? Because there is no multiplayer to that whatsoever.
So then that's the other side of it. If it's not about skill, is it about just platform? Which is dumb because mobile games are always going to have a leg up because everyone has you guys all have phones, right? You know what I mean? Like, we all have phones. Like, it's just like, it's the truth. Yeah, it's a dead meme that thing, but like it's.
Do you guys have phones?
Yeah, you guys all have phones, right?
Yeah, like everyone, we all have phones, so that kind of it's a more accessible thing. We talk about accessibility; they'll never have the same unless we embrace Google Stadia. Consoles and PC can never catch up to mobile games.
And to get back to that point, the reason I brought up PUBG is because I know a few people that played PUBG on the mobile phone. They've always had gaming PCs. But they bought laptops that had 1070s in them, and they used them mostly for graphics and everything else, and for their work. But because of PUBG Mobile, they got into PUBG PC gaming. So it brought more gamers together. So I think that was a good thing.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it's every time a new thing comes out and everyone gets all pissy about it. I did a video about the Sekiro and their quote unquote not easy mode, but accessibility mode. So people with disabilities or difficulty playing games of physical disabilities, they can actually play a game and enjoy it, or at least look at the story. To me, that doesn't seem like a bad thing, especially because it's optional. It's not anything that is being forced on anybody, and it's not diminishing the art quality of anything. It's just the simple fact that if you make it more accessible and make games available for a wider audience, the company will make more money, the community will grow, and more games will be made. So what is the downside? The only downside is these dudes, they're so insecure and such little wimpy bitches about everything that they feel like, oh, the game, you're making it easier for the journalists. There's a serial killer that I was like, and he's like the new metal serial killer. It was on the last podcast on the left. One of the guys, he does impersonations. He did one of those laughs like like that kind of like know-it-all laugh. Mm-hmm. That to me is all I hear when I see these articles and I see the quartering. What up, quartering? And what was the girl's name? The new one that we're gonna.
Oh, Mecca something. I'll definitely put her name somewhere in the chat.
Yeah, there's another one.
She's exactly the same.
Yeah, it's just more people that want to hate on
the worst part was
enemy.
She was a girl and she was taking apart her own gender. I was like, what is going on? Like,
I guess she's just feeding into the whole idea that women don't support women, when in reality, boys support boys, but also boys means everybody. It's just easier to say boys, not boys and girls support boys and girls. It's just too long. Boys support boys is a gender neutral saying. And then we're gonna get into now for the final part of it that I want to talk about is the chief offender himself. I have his picture in my desktop as Dr. Dickhead, Dr. Disrespect. I will not shit on him based on skill. That man with a controller or a keyboard, he tickles them. He's good. I watched him play Splitgate.
Yeah, he plays a lot more than we do.
He's a good gamer, great skills. Would never diminish him based on skill alone. But his dumbass tweet that he put out, and I think I forgot when it was, not to be dredging up the past because the tweet came out June of this year, around the same time he decided to go and stream in the bathroom. He tweets out, mobile gamers aren't real gamers. Who's that for? It's just an edgy boy trying to get the other edgy boy likes. He ended up getting 101 likes on a tweet that has zero impact on fucking anything. It is so stupid.
I will say that when I did watch one of his Twitch streams,
they are entertaining, not because of him, but because watching him play.
Yeah, watching him play, and actually,
he's nice. He's really cool. He's really good at fucking video games.
The time I actually watched him, he was constantly dying. He was just getting infuriated. Yeah. The thing with him is that he was constantly talking crap about certain people, and I was like, why are you you just causing toxicity? I'm like, why? I mean, at him as a person.
Yeah, I mean, we get to a certain point when you're an influencer, and this is what sucks, and I wish a lot of influencers realized it. It's called an influencer for a reason. Look at our president. A tweet can mess up the fucking stocks in Wall Street. Influencers almost the same thing, except it's not as a big scale or importance. A gamer or an influencer can just fuck over a company and start all these problems. And honestly, and at the end of the day, and I will agree with this, it is not his fault when his followers hear him say something like this, like mobile gamers aren't real gamers,
And then follow through on
and
his
then
action.
go and start talking all this shit all over the internet. It's not really his fault. It's his 14-year-old people that are, or / any of his followers that are actually literate, that can actually read this tweet and think that they see like, okay, our boss man is telling us to go and harass anybody that likes any mobile game. And that is what it sucks, you know? That's what ruins everything. That's why I even bring that tweet up, because yeah, it's not his fault. I'm not really mad at him for tweeting that. He's allowed to say whatever the fuck he wants. You know, he's
allowed to be who he is.
He's allowed to be whoever he wants, but
he
it
just needs some discretion and needs to understand that he does impact people's lives and affects how people act.
Yeah, and then beyond even that, it's more just his audience needs to get a grip and just be like, you're allowed to enjoy what you want. You're allowed to think that mobile gamers, even though they really don't, I don't think they fucking exist. I think if you took a poll of 20 million people in the world, you would not find people that would say they are mobile gamers. Even people that play nothing but mobile games, i.e. mothers that play a fuck ton of fucking Farmville and shit like that, will not consider themselves gamers. This is the same fucking thing as like in Family Guy when Lois is running for mayor and she's just spitballing, she's just saying shit. Crowd is just hearing like, yeah, fuck, roll a clip.
Sir, your question, please.
Mrs. Griffin, what do you plan to do about crime in our city?
A lot. 9/11 was bad.
I agree with that.
God, I can't believe how easy this is.
That's exactly what it feels like. It's just, it feels like somebody just pandering to a bunch of fucking little numbnuts. But instead of the city of Quahog, it's a bunch of 12-year-olds that are gonna go online and with their anime Twitter profile pictures, and they're just gonna go talk shit to someone who's just like, hey, you know what? I like Gardenscapes. It's a pretty good game. No, it's not a real game. You're not a real gamer. Oh my god. That bullshit.
The other thing too is I think most elitist or most PC or console gamers that
mostly
are
PC.
Yes,
console.
I don't know.
PC is elitist.
Yes.
Consoles are elitist junior. Okay, like Nickelodeon Nick Jr. Okay, just go.
They won't admit that they actually go on their phone and play a little bit of mobile games, whatever it may be. Maybe a slot game, or may it be some kind of game like PUBG. I can't take PUBG on the road with me, so I'm going to play it.
Or Gardenscapes, the best mobile game ever made.
And they won't admit that they play. Oh, I don't play mobile games. No, I don't play this. I don't play that. They don't define themselves as mobile gamers.
Listen, at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is, you guys all have phones, right? It's just what it is. That's what it is. We got phones. These companies are gonna do what they're gonna do. People are gonna play games because honestly, playing fucking Elder Scrolls Blades is much more fascinating than watch half the shit on Netflix anymore.
I mean, when you're sitting, good example. I know people when you're sitting in the laundromat. What are you going to do? Are you going to sit there for an hour staring at it?
Yeah, as a matter of principle, you're not going to play a mobile game because you're too good to play mobile games. Let me tell you one thing. There's no human being on this earth that is too good to play a fucking mobile game. It's a fucking mobile game. You're going to sit there going like, no, I have to watch a 1997 episode of Jeopardy because I am a PC gamer. I'm not a mobile gamer. I cannot play a mobile game because I'm elite. I'm a elite gamer. Anyway, if we made you angry, please comment down below. This is just our opinions, mostly mine. I like to make videos where you kind of just say like, I want at least one person out there to go, you know what? That neck beard, not the other neck beard quartering, this neck beard kind of makes sense. Maybe I don't have to go out of my way to talk shit about mobile gamers. Maybe I could just be happy with what I have and just enjoy my fucking life. That's all I'm saying. You can make your memes, they're funny, but I just, sometimes I feel like even the memesters out there, they don't even get their own fucking jokes. That meme with the Squidward thing, I have like OCD with memes. I hate when they have like no brain or guts. I hate memes that are just like, ugh, like This is nothing. This isn't even right. Because gamers that are the dumbass thing I hear is like that they're the most oppressed people. Shit that they always say like, oh, the gamers are the most oppressed. Y'all are the most depressing fucking people. Except for the ones that just go out and make YouTube videos and just have fun playing whatever. But there's so many people that just choose to be so mad and angry about fucking
I think they're just
everything.
miserable with life, and they just want to take everyone else still down with them. That's what I
And
think.
Twitter and Reddit and iFunny, just go rub one out, man. Just get a good jerk on and just go to sleep, man. You're gonna be okay. The mobile gamers, they're not under your bed. They're not out there, they're not under your bed. Oh yeah, I'm playing Pokemon Masters. Yeah. If me playing this game is gonna ruin PC gaming. Yeah. That's not what happens, man. They just sitting there, probably drinking a couple of White Claws, hanging out with their friends, playing a fucking game mindlessly, and then, irresponsibly spending their money. That's just how mobile games are what they're made for. Just because we didn't talk about the ins and outs of microtransactions doesn't mean that we don't know that they exist. We're gonna make a separate video about microtransactions and some of the world behind all that nonsense.
That's the topic. That's because definitely much more spicy.
Yeah, we just wanted to make this episode or whatever video shorter than the podcast. I just wanted to talk about this, possibly get some hate clicks. Thanks guys for those hate clicks. Also, quartering, shout out, you're still a goon, and we're gonna make a video about what's her face eventually, something random, whatever the hell her name is. Thank you for joining us. Please make sure to comment, like, subscribe. We'll talk to you guys later. Robot Greg, what do you got to say? Meet more, I'm a bitch. I got it for you. Have a good one, guys.